Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My brother is trash. He has multiple baby mamas and is deadbeat. He's also the apple of my mum's eye. My parents are retired and on a fixed budget. I do well for myself and I help them out. I give them maybe $500 a month to help with groceries and bills. Every once in a while, I will give them extra for an unexpected expense. No questions asked. My mum asked me for $2,000. I sent it to her. Strangely enough, I ran into my brother at a family wedding I had been told he could not afford to attend because it was a destination wedding. Weird. Funny story, he actually missed the wedding because he hooked up with some random on an excursion and went to the resort. It was our cousin's wedding and my aunt was pissed. She had to make special arrangements to get him included on the trip since he only had the money last minute. She said my mum shouldn't have given him the money if he wasn't even going to show up. Then she shut up after she saw the look on my face. I enjoyed the wedding and I had a great time. When I got home, I went to see my parents. I asked my mum why she had asked for the $2,000. She lied and said something for the house. I asked what. She couldn't say. I told her what my aunt said. I told her and my father that from now on, I want receipts for any money I give them. I said I have no problem helping them, but I will be damned if I work my ass off for her to give my money to my piece of shit brother. She started crying and my dad said they weren't children and didn't answer to me. I agreed and walked out. I didn't talk to them for 2 months. My aunt called me yesterday and told me that my parents were thinking of going to the food bank since they didn't have any money. I said I had given them $2,000 a couple of months ago and that was more than my family of 3 spent on food on that time. She said I knew damn well they had given the money to my brother. I told her that he should probably pay them back then. She said I was being a bitch. Wow! So this girl has been giving her parents money every single month and now she's being called the bitch because she doesn't want the money that she's giving to her parents to go to her brother. What the hell? You know what? The auntie should help out then. Because that's your sibling, right? Then help them out. Why aren't you helping? Seriously, the parents should have just been like, okay, we'll send you receipts for anything that we're going to buy from now on. But they couldn't say that because they were giving the money to the stupid brother. And the brother is just useless. Missing a wedding because you're hooking up with some random, what the hell? The brother's 35. How are you still like this at 35? Not gonna lie, it's obviously the parents' fault as well. Like, they raised him to be like that. Any mistake he does, they're just like, oh, it's just a misunderstanding. He can't do any wrong. When he asks for money, they're just like, okay, I'll give you money. Like, come on. That's not how you raise a good kid. Alright, moving on. I'm a younger sister to Lori. Me and Lori have never been close since we have different dads. I was an affair baby. She's always resented me for ruining her family, but whatever. Lori has 6 kids. Twin boys Beck and Joe who are 7, planned. A girl Liliana who's 6, unplanned. Another girl Angel who's planned, 5. Another boy Keith who's 2, planned. And another baby boy Carl who's 9 months, not planned. Damn, 26? Whoa, that's my age. And she has 6 kids? Wow. Damn, I'm getting old. 19 till 26 she's been having kids. It's like, how do you even live your life? Like, your life is just starting when you turn 19. Despite the fact that Lori is incapable of taking care of these kids, 4 of them were actually planned. Because she knows my pushover mum will give her money and watch the kids. My mum even quit her job to do so, even turning her workroom into a nursery for Carl. We're pretty well off, but we can't do this forever. I try not to judge and just ignore Lori like she does me. Even though when my mum is busy doing something like changing a diaper, I have to step in and help. Especially with the twins since they're very rough with each other. Tonight at dinner, Lori's boyfriend joined, a father to just Carl, as well as Lori's father. This wasn't abnormal, so I didn't think anything of it, until my sister said she had some exciting news. I wish she'd say something else, but I knew what she was going to say. I am pregnant, she would say. Everyone went dead silent until I said, bruh. I didn't mean to say it out loud, but come on. Lori gave me a death stare, and said if I wanted to say something, I should just say it, so I did. Lori, this is your 6th child. You know, we can't keep supporting you. Without mum, you'd be on the streets, and you know that. Look at mum, she's so tired. She's always taking care of your kids, and so am I. I bet I've changed more diapers than you have, you selfish bitch. She began to cry and ran out into her boyfriend's car. My mother then began to cry. She left to go get Carl back to bed since he woke up. It was just me and Lori's father. He began to yell and told me I was a brat and Lori was a great mother. Then he stormed off. As I'm sitting here in the morning watching the boys, I'm thinking, was I too obnoxious? My mum says that a lot. I don't mean to be because of my autism, but come on, please give me some feedback. I think I would have done the same. If I saw my mum suffering and like you know, your sister's not taking care of her kids and it's just you and your mom taking care of her kids for her, and she keeps on getting pregnant, I'd be pissed too. Like another one, your kids think the grandmother is their mom because you're never there to look after them. For 6 years or something, she's just been pregnant every single time, like baby after baby. Bro. Parents who can't look after the kids and leave the kids for other people to look after, that's annoying. So many kids like their grandmothers more than their own parents because their grandmother's the one that's looking after them. Like, they don't even see the parents. You know, they go to sleep and the parents come home. Okay. Seriously, make time for your kids, man. Like, I feel bad for, like, the youngest kids, you know, because they probably don't even have, like, that attention that they deserve. Because baby after baby, there's just a new kid. It's just not fair to, like, the other kids too. This girl is ruthless, though. She's like, you selfish bitch. She's like, I changed more diapers than you have. Me and my wife are having our first child together. She's currently 9 months pregnant and could give birth anytime in the next couple of weeks. The only major fight we have had throughout her pregnancy happened a couple days ago, and it was about what we were going to name our kid. It all started when we found out the gender of the baby. We didn't do a gender reveal and decided to find out the gender at one of her checkups because we didn't want to spend time making 2 lists of names and then have to get rid of one after. So after we found out we were having a boy, we sat down together and made a list. Almost all of the names she suggested were normal, until the one that caused me to write this post. She suggested we name our son Moon. She told me the name was from this movie she watched when she was younger and that it always stuck with her. I told her the name was a little out there and he would get made fun for it. She claimed he wouldn't, and we started going back and forth trying to decide whether to add the name to the list or not. Eventually, she agreed to keep the name off the list. We picked some that we liked, and I thought that was that. Later on in her pregnancy, her mom decided to throw a baby shower as it was the first grandchild, and my wife's pregnancy was almost over and we hadn't celebrated once. It was fine for the most part until we started to open the gifts. Most of them were normal baby things like diapers and bottles, until we got to her mom's gift. My wife opened the gift bag and put out a blue handmade blanket. It seemed normal enough at first until my wife unfolded it, and lo and behold, there was the name Moon written on the blanket. When I saw it, I was pissed, but didn't want to cause a scene, so I stayed quiet. After that reveal, I had family members come up to me and ask me about the name and why I hadn't told them. I didn't know what to tell them, as I didn't have a clue about this either, and just had to embarrassingly tell my family that, which pissed me off even more. Once the event ended and me and my wife went home, I started to question her about the name. She got defensive and told me that it was a good name and that I was overreacting about it. I brought up the earlier points and told her it was a stupid name for a kid, and if she wanted to name something Moon so bad, she could use the name for a dog. She got upset and called her mum to come get her. After she left, she called me and told me she wouldn't be coming back for a while. Everyone I've talked to about this said I'm not the asshole, but now that my wife had been gone and I've been thinking about it, I feel like I could have handled the situation better. Seriously, I do not get people who give the kids interesting names. You know, it's like they want the kid to stand out and they don't want the kid to have the same name as some other kid. But like, if you have such an interesting name, your kid is going to be made fun of. Like, yes, it's unique and everything and no one's going to have the same name, but like, do you really want your kid to like be made fun of and hate their name? Oh, so the movie is Moon, Guardian of the Moon. A young fawn is chosen as a new guardian of the moon. Anyways, I definitely don't think the husband is wrong, because if you're choosing a name for your kid, you both have to agree to the name, right? And if he doesn't like the name, then you guys gotta compromise on another name. That's just how it is. You can't be selfish and choose a name for yourself. Okay? Else don't get married then. If you're gonna do things by yourself, don't get married. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!